All right, folks, it's
It's gonna be old school today. Just wait until we're live. We're live.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Upland City Council meeting for Monday, June 22nd. We are not in City Hall. We are at Carnegie Library at 123 East D Street. So a roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilmember Garcia.
Here and alive.
Councilmember Mayor Pro Tem Most.
Present.
Councilmember Zuniga.
present.
Councilmember Breitling.
Present.
Mayor Velto.
Present. All right, do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
We do. Item 13B, the Tom Thomas plaque has been removed from the agenda by staff.
Thank you very much. All right, and now we do have any oral communications.
We don't have any for closed session.
All right, so closed session, Madam Clerk, read it off.
City Council recessed to closed session to discuss items 4A and 4B on the agenda. 4A is closed session conference with real property negotiators, and 4B is closed session conference with legal counsel, existing litigation.
All right, let's recess to closed session.
Hey, Mike.
That live in Upland, it's second to none. We want to support our hometown. Such a beautiful experience to have a city that truly wants to see small businesses thrive.
My business is O's Ice Cream. We serve quality ice cream. I love the reaction of little kids all the time when they come in here and they're just running around and seeing the mess on their face. And having the regulars come in here and just, hi, how are you? Or knowing them by name is heartwarming. I chose downtown Upland to open a business because I do see the festivals, the downtown, the farmers markets. I love all that community coming together, and they have a lot of things going on. We have both freeways here, the traffic coming in. I've seen a lot of improvements. Everything's being painted, the logos, the main street, it looks nicer. It makes people want to come. It makes people want to come and spend their time here. Working with the city of Upland, it's easy to, oh, hey, can I talk to this person? And you get to talk to that person. It's not a voicemail. I love that. You need that as a business owner, as a person in general.
And in 2019, we acquired this location, which is now Captain's Grill. We chose Upland because Upland was a up-and-coming, area. The downtown was. The timing was right. The business development department, they are always there to help. The funds that they provided for us was such immense help to get ahead and not fall behind and worry about having enough money to open their business and paying rent and paying employees. They revitalized, a lot of the facades here of these buildings, and they look so beautiful with still maintaining their historic charm. A lot of the locals are here walking around and businesses are open. So come and check it out and see if this is the place for you. I know for sure it's a great place to be because of my experience. The city has been so supportive, and not just the city, but the residents here in Upland have been very loving and welcoming. That makes me proud to be a business owner here in the city of Upland.
Here at King's Brewing Company and Crazy Gringo Barbecue, we're two businesses inside of one place. We really wanted to curate an experience more than anything. Having a barbecue menu, having craft beer, having wine, having sake, having cocktails, having so many things in one place. You have your music, you have your games on, you have your food. You can do just about anything you need to do in here and enjoy yourself and your company. And we're not done yet. The process with the city went really, really well. They're gonna walk down here and they're gonna check stuff out with me. I never had that anywhere else. I never had nothing like that. For a small business wanting to come into the city, that's what you're looking for. There's definitely a vibe and a culture we're trying to create, which leads, to the pulse of Upland. Like the revitalization of downtown Upland, just bringing a pulse, bringing a life back, a heartbeat, the pulse of Upland, bringing the community together. We're all part of this downtown Upland community, every single one of us. Anyone who wants to come to downtown, I'm here to help. We want to be a part of this city for a long time.
Upland's growth and quality of life rely on a strong foundation, its streets, water systems, and infrastructure. Leading that effort is the Public Works Department, guided by Assistant City Manager and Public Works Director Damian Arula, a longtime Upland resident committed to keeping our city moving forward.
We look at every available opportunity to ensure best value in terms of infrastructure needs and making sure that we're being as efficient as possible with limited dollars.
Despite limited resources, Public Works is maximizing every taxpayer dollar through data-driven planning and collaboration. Major upgrades are already underway, including the Foothill Boulevard Rehabilitation Project. A new, streamlined capital improvement program ensures that departments work together efficiently, from trimming trees to maintaining roads and utilities year-round. Upland's public works staff works tirelessly behind the scenes to keep our cities safe and strong. With the city's recently completed pavement management plan, a full evaluation of every street and road in Upland, the results show our pavement condition index score is 56, compared to the state average of 72. That means our streets are in fair to poor condition. Catching up will take some time and investment, considering a backlog of approximately $210 million with respect to our streets, parking lots, and alleys.
This is no small feat considering the city's budget isn't anywhere near that amount annually. Despite our budgetary challenges, ideally where we would want to be is somewhere between 75 to 80 for our condition index of our streets and roads. We believe it's important to educate our residents to make sure that you understand that we're doing everything we can within the limits that we have and using every dollar as efficiently as possible.
The team is also developing master plans for water, sewer, and facilities to plan for future improvements and help secure grants.
And I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank the hardworking men and women of the Public Works Department. These staff are often out in the field, often go unnoticed in terms of the work that they do and the quality that they provide to our community. They are passionate. They're invested, and despite our budgetary challenges and limited manpower, they do an immense amount of work with the resources that they have to create the best value for our community. And we look forward to continuing to serve you in the future.
Through planning, teamwork, and dedication, Public Works is building a stronger, more resilient Upland, one project at a time, and soon it'll be even easier for you to stay connected with the city's new website and mobile app coming soon. With the city's new website and mobile app, you'll be able to report issues, track repairs, and get real-time updates all at your fingertips. It's another way we're building trust, transparency, and a stronger partnership with our community. Follow the City of Upland for more updates on city progress.
Ovation School for the Performing Arts is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We teach life skills through the performing arts and provide classes to children grades 1 through 12 in singing, dancing, acting, and music lessons.
It's almost like you're entertaining while educating so that they'll process what you're saying and then they start to do it, and now it's theirs and they own it and they take that out into the community.
And that's part of teaching the life skills through the arts, is that it's that self-confidence, but to believe that there's nothing you can't do. Ovation Plus is a great example. What happens with most special needs students, they get overprotected and they're not allowed that dignity of risk. At Ovation, we get out there and dance, get out there and sing. And so we don't hold them back.
We will do numbers with parents. We will do numbers with leaders in the community. We will integrate everybody into it who wants to be a part of it. My favorite part, though, the people who we are now connected to, and so we're in Upland, that's the community part. Like, it is full out community and family for all walks. And so that includes our leaders, our local leaders, and anyone who we meet.
We absolutely depend on donations and grants and fundraisers.
The amount of support that we've received from our community has been tremendous, and we are
so grateful for all of that support to make sure that we continue on with our purpose of changing the world one child at a time. If you would like to support Ovation School for the Performing Arts, please go to our website at ovationperformingarts.org. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Bill Velto, Mayor of Upland here. I'm standing here at the top of historic Euclid Avenue. I'm looking at the beautiful mountains that we wake up every morning to see, all the way up to Mount Baldy. You can see the entire valley and years of improvements and what they've done in our community. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in our city. Economic development, housing, community life, public safety infrastructure. Our city's momentum is real, and it's something every member of our community can be proud of. Join me as we see Upland up close and personal. I'm here along Foothill Boulevard, historic Route 66, known as the Mother Road throughout California. And it starts in Santa Monica, comes all the way through Upland, and ends up in Chicago. We're going through a $14 million major rehabilitation. As you can see behind me, trucks, tractors working feverishly to get this road done by 2026. It's really important that we get this, which includes all of the infrastructure, sewer lines, water lines, electrical utilities. We're going to have Foothill Boulevard repaved, nice and smooth, and guess what? No more potholes as we rehabilitate Foothill Boulevard from Benson Avenue all the way across to Reading Way. Be careful, drive safely as we work really hard to improve Foothill Boulevard. Route 66 for the 100th anniversary. I'm here with Gilbert from Gentry Brothers, who are doing this project. You guys do a lot here. So it's not just digging the hole, laying the pipe. You guys make sure it's going to have its integrity, not going to leak, and that's important because we want that to last.
This is the best pipe you can get on the wall. It does the concrete, steel, and concrete. And also the cords and the other lines, other surfaces, they're copper. So, copper is for life.
Right.
So I don't think we have to replace them in 100 years or more.
Hey, Gilbert, thank you and Gentry Brothers for the work you're doing. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. These improvements are about more than pavement and paint. They're about supporting economic activity, enhancing connectivity, and celebrating our unique position in California history. One of the most important things is the integrity that our employees have. We're going to protect our city. We're going to make sure that we do things right, honesty and ethically. We have some of the best city employees of any city around. I'm in historic downtown Upland, HDU we like to call it. I'm at the corner of A Street and First Avenue. And right behind me, you can see the Towns on First, the latest development in our historic downtown Upland. The last phase is just being built as we're filming this today. Now, this is kind of my first time walking up, and wow, this is nice. It's got a nice living space, dining area, which most people would like. You know what the best thing about all this is? It's in downtown Upland, and it has a small patio right here off this little living area. If you live here, you can have some entertainment on the weekends. Come back over here, sit on your balcony and watch. These all have attached garage with alley access, which is really, really cool. If you're looking for something in our downtown, this potentially is the place to come. This runs right along the Metrolink Railway for those coming to visit our community. They can get on the railway and come down to all the events we have in our community. Just south of the railway, we've got workforce housing and senior housing coming in. And on the farthest part of downtown, towards the end of by 6th Avenue, you're going to start seeing some more upscale apartments. Quality of life in Upland is one of our greatest assets. Every Saturday, residents and visitors enjoy local fresh produce, crafts, and family-friendly fun at the Upland Farmers Market and Street Fair, a place where community spirit thrives and local vendors shine. Our city's calendar is filled with events and activities activities that bring neighbors together, seasonal celebrations to year-round cultural gatherings. These experiences make Upland more than just a place to live, it's a place to belong. I'm down here in historic downtown Upland for the Irish Festival.
We're going to have the Lemon Festival in early June. And after that, we're going to have the Scary Affair and Dia de los Muertos celebration.
We're going to then roll into the holiday season. We'll have the Christmas tree lighting down here, the Christmas parade, and the Christmas fair. So the great thing about our downtown is it brings the community together. Hey, I'm sitting here with Danny and Susie. Tell me, what do you think of our downtown?
I think it's great. And I'm glad that we're moving this way. I really am.
I love it. And it's just amazing what we find when we come down to our downtown Upland. We can all celebrate St. Patrick's Day down here at the Irish Festival in Upland. Thank you, Susie.
Great meeting you. You're a terrific mayor.
Thank you very much, Danny. Great meeting you.
A pleasure. Nice to meet you, man.
Upland is becoming a destination where you can come and enjoy yourself, buy stuff, become part of the community. See what we're doing down in downtown Upland. We have 13 new restaurants in the last 6 years. This council has worked very hard to establish downtown Upland as a landmark and a destination for the residents, visitors, and the businesses. And it's only going to get better. Share this place with your friends. Make this your destination. I'm in Southwest Upland right now.
In the southwest portion of our city, District 3 is represented by Carlos A. Garcia.
There's a lot going on, but I'm going to break it down for you in our 4 districts. I'm in front of Bullwinkle's. This place is amazing. There's something for everyone.
We've done a really great job of modernizing the facility, making sure we have offerings for adults, teens, younger kids. We try to be a one-stop shop for entertainment here in Upland, and we're just really excited to be welcomed back into the community.
Chloe, tell me, what are some of the new things we're going to see?
We have a full bar that we've added in. We've also added Spark Bowling. We're one of the first in California to implement a new AR experience in bowling. We've also expanded our arcade to include VR-style games as well as your traditional skee-ball, basketball-style games that we all know and love. Then we've included some ride pads inside so that we can kind of weatherproof our facility.
And the nice thing about it is it still has the miniature golf course, still has the go-karts, still has the bumper boats, still has the batting cages, and now we have this new one, Dark Ride. Tell me about Dark Ride.
It is a virtual reality ride. It's a 3D experience. It's a lot of fun for all ages.
And we also have laser tag. Right over here, laser tag, Chloe, is what's going to make Bullwinkle successful. Because working with people like you, this is what makes Upland great. And I want to thank you, Chloe. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. It's been such an honor.
District 1 is the Northwest area, represented by Councilmember and Mayor Pro Tem Shannon Most.
We've got so many more places that you can go and enjoy in our city in Northwest Upland, Sycamore Hills. And soon, we're going to have a really, really nice park up there that we're working on.
Our northeast corner of the city, District 2, is represented by James Breitling.
Let's go over to Northeast Upland, where we have the colonies at the crossroads. Last year, 10 million visits. And that's really important because we get people coming from all the cities around to come to that center. We've got another place called Eden and Clay opening up at 15th and Campus. Just off of 16th by the golf course, we have Wine Me Up. Great place to go in, have some good wine.
District 4, with downtown Upland in the southeast, is represented by
Rudy Zuniga. Hey, I'm up here at the north end of downtown Upland, just right at the corner of C and 2nd Avenue. The special events we have, it's an economic boost for us in our downtown for the businesses. I'm out in front of King's Brewery and Crazy Gringo Barbecue, and it's one of the latest additions to our downtown. So we decided to come in and chat with Jeremiah, the owner and the founder of King's Brewery. Well, we'll find out what his ambitions are for the downtown.
I've always wanted to be in a downtown. It was my dream from the very beginning of ever starting a business, and I can see the potential and the growth that is basically afoot, that is taking place.
So Gary, you come from a distance to come here.
From Fontana, California, over here.
And why do you come here?
Food, the drinks, I mean, the hospitality here, everybody treats you good, everybody's kind and courteous, it goes a long way.
I'm at another destination in Upland, and I gotta tell you, this is one of those destinations that
It's almost become an icon of a place in this area. Laura, tell us what made you want to be back in Upland.
I see things moving and growing and it up and coming and a good place to be. I wanted to get in at the start and grow with the city, and the city's been wonderful to work with. The customers have been amazing that we've had. I think it was a wonderful decision, a smart move.
Well, I think Laura sees things ahead of time. And if anybody in Upland has not been to 42nd Street Bagel, you're missing it. My wife is a pizza bagel nut. So, and I'm the guy who wants to buy more than necessary. Now I can come in here and buy exactly what my wife needs, exactly what I want, and a few extras.
I think on your way to work, you should pick up a bag of bagels, bring it to work with you, and be the most liked person in your office.
And who doesn't like bagels? Hey, thank you, Laura, for joining us again in Upland. Upland's now the destination for 42nd Street Bagel. Hey, I'm down here at RJ Reunion. Tell us what the inspiration was and tell us why you chose this location.
So I chose this location because it's in a good area. The downtown area also does a lot of events and things like that, which is important because ultimately it's going to give exposure to other businesses that are here. I started the business to kind of be inclusive to everyone. It's cool to like have somebody come in and have $5, $50, or $100 to spend, and they can come in here and find something and, you know, feel included.
I would encourage you to come down and visit Adam here at RJ Reunion, because I think not only are you going to find what you're looking for, when you walk through the door, he makes you feel like you're welcome. Pretty awesome. Thanks, Adam.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming.
When you drive around the city of Upland, there is so much going on. You're seeing infrastructure improvements. You see our police out there on the streets daily. As a visitor, you feel safe. Hey, I'm here at Upland Police Department getting ready for the ride-along with Officer Albert Sosa. This is going to be awesome. We're going to see all kinds of stuff in our city. We're going to see if there's anybody out there who needs our help. We're going to talk about all the cool stuff that we have, all the advanced technology. And the reason why we do this is we want to bring it to you, to show you what the Upland Police Department is doing to protect you, the residents, you, the business owners, you, the visitors. See you in a little while.
Anything new technology in here?
These new cameras are pretty cool. So when we're driving with GoCo 3, they'll automatically turn on, which is pretty cool. And then every time the back door opens, there's a latch on it. So it activates the camera on the back. I love having the camera on at all times because it's only going to show that I'm doing my job correctly the way it's supposed to be done. So
right, that's the good thing about
it. The vehicles that we have too, they're great.
You guys have these new radios.
Yep.
Tell me what you think about them.
I like that they're super light. They're not as heavy as the old Boston's we used to have.
Right.
The good thing about them, they have a screen now. So instead of flipping through stuff, we can use it as a touch screen.
Do you guys have it where they can track you in your radio?
Yeah, dispatch can track us with our radio.
So let's say, for instance, you go into some building or something, or you got on a big piece of property like this.
Yeah.
Can they pinpoint where you're at?
They can use that, and they can also use our body cams.
And the drone.
And the drone.
The drone's right over your head.
So that's actually super cool.
You guys still get a lot of calls for service up here?
A lot of calls for service, yeah.
What would help you is up here, the drones?
The drones help a ton. Sometimes we'll respond to calls. The drone's already up in the air. By the time we get here, they can see the subjects exiting the stores and give us an alert of where to push them.
Where do they launch the drones from? Station?
Station.
So they can go all the way here?
All the way here.
Wow.
Yeah, a matter of like seconds, so it's pretty cool.
I hear this from other cities. What are you guys doing in Upland? What do you mean? They go, we noticed that a lot of people avoid driving through Upland. And I think that was something we said. We don't want the criminals to want to come to Upland.
Right.
We want them to avoid coming through our city.
That's correct.
And as soon as they come in and we know who they are, what happens?
We'll take care of it.
Take care of it. And that's why Upland, and working with the police department, working with Public Works, working with all of our city employees, and in the leadership of Chief Marcelo Blanco, City Manager Michael Blay, Development Services Director Bob Dahlquist, our Finance Director Stephen Parker, and our Public Works Director Damian Arula. Hey, Albert, thank you.
Of course. You got
really
it.
Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah.
I just passed through the Veterans Plaza, and it reminded me of the collaboration it took to achieve that goal of building that plaza. Upland's progress is a testament to what we can achieve when residents, businesses, and leaders work together towards a common vision. From new homes and thriving small businesses to safer streets and celebrated infrastructure, our city is moving forward with purpose. I want to recognize my council. Councilmember Carlos Garcia, from District 3. Councilmember Rudy Zuniga, District 4. Councilmember James Breitling in District 2. And our Mayor Pro Tem, Shannon Mouse, from District 1. We've been collaborating for many years to find ways to get things done in Upland. Thank you for being part of this journey. I'm proud to report from the field that the future of Upland is bright, grounded in tradition, energized by innovation, and built on community spirit. I want to thank Ralph Cavallo. I want to thank Ralph many times over for all he's done in our community. Ralph's footprint is everywhere in the city, and it goes to prove that working together, we can make Upland a better place to call home.
Californians produce a huge amount of food waste, roughly 1 pound of food waste per person per day. But food waste isn't truly waste, it's a valuable resource. Upland residents have been doing a great job recycling their plastics, aluminum, and glass in the blue cart, as well as yard waste in the green cart. Now, Upland residents, you can help by simply keeping your food waste out of your black bin and placing it in your green bin. Why is collecting food waste important? Implementing the statewide plan will reduce methane gas, which is a super pollutant with significant global warming impacts. Food waste and green waste that end up in landfills emit 20% of the state's methane gas. What exactly is organic waste? Organic waste includes yard waste and food waste. Consider the food scraps on your plate or the items discarded after food preparation. These are forms of organic waste referred to specifically as food waste. Cooked meat, vegetables, bread, fruit, bones from fish and meat, fruit and vegetable trimmings, eggshells, tea bags, coffee grounds, leftover food, and yes, pizza too. These are all examples of food waste. How do you properly recycle your food waste? Use a clear or white plastic bag, but not black, to place your food waste into the green cart for collection. Don't use paper bags, as these tend to tear. Please drain food waste of as much liquid as possible before placing it into the bag. Food waste that should not be included are raw meats and ice cream. When ready to discard, tie or seal the bag and place it in your green cart along with the yard waste for collection by Burtec. Every bit of organic waste we can keep out of our landfills helps reduce harmful methane gas from being released into our environment. As a reminder, here's what goes in each of your collection barrels. In the blue container, place non-organic recyclables such as aluminum, glass, plastics, paper products, and cardboard. In the green container, place your yard waste like grass, weeds, leaves, branches, and plants, as well as your separately bagged food waste. And don't forget, place your pet waste into the black container, not the green, along with your other non-recyclable and non-organic materials. Remember, household hazardous waste such as batteries, light bulbs, paint, chemicals, sharps, electronic waste, and other such materials do not belong in residential collection containers. Bring these items to the Upland Household Hazardous Waste Collection Facility on Saturdays to be disposed of properly. Organic material is taken to Burtec's West Valley Material Recovery Facility in Fontana for additional sorting, processing and converting into renewable organic products such as compost, mulch, or natural gas through an anaerobic system. Compost and mulch are available to Upland residents for pickup at the city yard on Saturdays. For more information on the Upland Food Waste Recycling Program, please check out the city's website. Thank you in advance for doing your part to make the Upland Food Waste Recycling Program a success.
Calling all Uplanders in the 909. The secret's out. Upland is the place to live, work, and just have a good time. Uplanders, let's show them how we do it. Upland Building. Upland's historic. Upland celebrating. Upland's growing. Upland's healthy. Upland is families. Upland is a community with a bright future. See for yourself. Upland is for you.
This is a behind-the-scenes look at Phase 1 of our neighborhood street rehabilitation and utility improvement project. We start by coordinating with underground infrastructure agencies to upgrade aging utility pipelines and conduits, ensuring the future roadway remains intact. Next, we saw cut the existing road for new pipeline trench alignment, excavate and prepare for water pipeline installation. Here you can see us laying down 40-foot segments of cement-coated steel pipeline, which are welded together on site. As part of these improvements, each home receives a new durable copper service lateral, the pipe that brings water to your home. Once installed, the new water lines undergo pressure tests to prevent leaks. The water is lab tested to meet our strict quality standards. As you can see, there's a lot happening underground before the street is fully restored. We begin Phase 2 with demolition and removal of all damaged curb, gutter, sidewalk, and curb ramps. We then prepare the site for new concrete installation. Each one of these trucks delivers roughly 40,000 pounds of concrete, which translates to about 800 square feet of sidewalk area. Once poured, a finish procedure is done, and we allow the concrete to cure for 7 days for strength and lasting quality. Next, we begin Phase 3, your favorite part, where we reconstruct the asphalt roadway. Here we are removing a 5-inch section of roadway. Our first replacement layer is a 3-inch deep section of conventional asphalt. Once that is installed, we add a 2-inch cap of rubberized asphalt, which makes the pavement more durable, requiring less maintenance and allowing you to enjoy a smooth street for many more years to come.
Welcome to Upland's 2025 State of the City presentation. Let's dive in. Through strategic leadership and the dedication of our City Council and hardworking city staff, Upland is forging its own path into the future, despite limited financial resources. The city is focused on continuous improvement of the city's safety, financial stability, business development, and infrastructure. This is made possible through city-led partnerships with our regional elected officials, our business community, and our residents. The City Council and City Manager are actively engaged in securing additional funding and resources critical to the city's economic stability. These efforts have yielded one-time monies from County Supervisors Kurt Hagman and Jesse Armendariz and Congressional Representatives Norma Torres and Pete Aguilar to be used for infrastructure projects ranging from downtown revitalization and public realm upgrades to Foothill Boulevard improvements. In Upland, residents are empowered to participate on city committees alongside their council members, who also serve on regional committees, thereby amplifying their constituents' influence within the region. As an Upland resident, you can have a voice in local government solutions. If finance and budgeting interests you, tune into the Finance Committee. Or if city infrastructure is what you're into, then the Public Works Committee might be for you. Just know that Upland thrives from community engagement and activity, so consider lending your talents. Prudent decisions on where and why to allocate funds are crucial for any city. Tough decisions are a must. In recent years, Upland has excelled in implementing dynamic fiscal policies, earning its reputation as one of the best managed cities in 2024. Some of these initiatives include biennial budgeting, launching a financial transparency website powered by ClearGov, and implementing a pension management strategy known as BLAST. The transition to biennial budgeting will improve Upland's financial efficiency, strategic long-term planning, and give residents more time to review city budgets. Upland's ClearGov platform makes it easier to communicate financial data with the goal of fostering transparency and community engagement. It's easy to use and allows residents to go deep into the city's finances going back several years. The Blast pension strategy has already created immediate savings of millions of dollars and is scheduled to save the city $67 million over the next 20 years. Upland has received significant feedback from the community about its desire to prioritize investment into infrastructure repair and safety. The city hears you. Here's where the rubber meets the road. While Upland is in many ways a burgeoning and vibrant community, its infrastructure continues to age. Population growth across the region has added stress on its roads and byways. Addressing these issues will continue to be an important part for our hard-working Public Works Department. The recent financial improvements has allowed Upland to invest a larger portion of the budget in infrastructure than it had in years past. You're already seeing the results. Many of the high-traffic thoroughfares, such as Arrow Highway, have been rehabilitated. The next major road project on Foothill Boulevard will begin this year. Better streets mean a better quality of life for residents and more traffic for local businesses, and that's exactly what we want. Upland's ability to sustain and expand its city relies on the expertise and solid groundwork performed by its Public Works Department. The challenge of modernizing infrastructure while preserving our history is met with exceptional care and dedication. Upland's reputation as a safe place to live and work doesn't just happen by chance. It's the collaboration of a dedicated police department and an engaged community. Their motto, "Proud to Serve," forms the cornerstone of the Upland Police Department's steadfast commitment to ensuring safety throughout the entire city. This year, the department has utilized new drones to improve operational effectiveness. Officers can deploy these drones in a variety of settings, such as looking for a suspect or a missing person, or during a crime in progress. Many of these drones have night vision capabilities and are high definition. Financial efficiencies have made possible the addition of 2 new police officer positions, bringing the total sworn positions back up to 80. The Detective Bureau specializes in a variety of investigations, including commercial theft and burglary, residential burglary, and other crimes. The Quality of Life team is multifaceted and responds to community issues related to homeless encampment cleanups throughout the city, enforcement related to criminal vagrancy, retail theft operations, and has successfully reduced homelessness in our city. Upland CERT is a team of trained volunteer first responders partnered with Upland PD. They train community volunteers and assist in conducting traffic control for large events, collisions, and criminal investigations. The continued efforts of our Upland Police Department has created a community conducive for hosting nationally recognized events that welcome patrons not just from the local neighborhoods, but also from the entire region of Southern California. Upland has an exciting event for every season. From the Irish Festival of Spring to the Lemon Festival of Summer, the Scary Affair in the fall, and the Holiday Parade and Fair of winter, there is an event in Upland for everyone. These entertaining, thrilling, and tasty events attract visitors from communities in the Inland Empire and across the Southland and have recently been featured in television newscasts. These events increase foot traffic to local businesses during the events and encourage visitors to come back and experience Upland again and again. Businesses are discovering Upland. The Development Department provides a welcoming invitation to national brands and small business owners. The city is moving forward, providing opportunities for enterprises of all kinds, from cherished local establishments to esteemed national brands. Led by the Economic Development Division, Upland is experiencing a reimagining of its commercial and residential communities. One such example is in District 4. New residential projects are popping up in downtown in synergy with the 7 new restaurants, 2 breweries, 2 food businesses, 1 local wine bar and market, and 1 entertainment business. Wow, that's a lot, and we're loving every minute of it. In District 3, the acclaimed Family Fun Center Bullwinkles has returned to our community, and they've even expanded. District 2 recently welcomed Macy's and See's Candies. Coming soon to District 1, the arrival of the 54-acre Mountain View Commercial Center is getting a lot of attention. Oh my! This is just a peek at some of the things happening in Upland, and we didn't even mention the 2026 100-year anniversary of Route 66. Stay tuned.
In Upland, your voice matters. You can serve on city committees alongside council members who also serve on regional committees, providing our community with greater influence in the region. Hear from your city council on why your involvement makes a difference.
Your voice is power. Serving on a city committee is a rewarding experience where you can affect change and make progress. Upland urges you, the community, to participate on a committee that interests you the most.
Upland prioritizes having the voices of its residents reach beyond its geographic borders. One such way is having our council members join regional committees, which impact rules and regulations that will affect our city.
Our new mission and vision statements reflect our dedication to serving the community with transparency and integrity. These guiding principles will help us to build a stronger, more vibrant Upland for all residents.
Upland city governance has been steadfast in creating a climate of transparency, forward-thinking, and opportunity while being judicious stewards of fiscal responsibility. We're excited to announce Upland was recognized as one of the best managed cities in 2024.
In 2025, Uplanders can expect leadership to focus on enhancing public safety and repairing infrastructure. These efforts, supported by feedback from our residents, aim to create a more resilient, thriving Upland.
Stay tuned for your next 2025 State of the City update coming soon. The City of Upland's recent success in establishing dynamic fiscal policies has earned it the title of one of the best managed cities.
One of the areas we've recently improved is by adding a Financial Transparency Center.
Upland now hosts a website for public access to the city's financial data.
So it really allows you to receive information in an easy to understand, easy to digest manner.
The innovative BLAST strategy has reduced pension obligations, a once daunting challenge.
So there's two major goals: eliminate the year-over-year increase for payments that we weren't going to be able to afford, and to save money overall. So we managed to save a couple of $1 million in the payment the first year. We managed to avoid increasing payments for the next 10 years. We managed to pay it off almost 3 years faster, and we saved $67 million total in payments over the next 20 years.
We now have a 2-year budget for operating expense and 3 years for capital improvement projects, which is really helpful when you have a finite amount of money to say, these are the priority projects that we're going to be applying this money to. The city's had success in reconciling development impact fees and QIMBY fees. This is going to provide a huge help as we look to plan for the future of what capital projects we can do that the residents of Upland will benefit from. We've been successful in receiving over $12 million worth of one-time monies to help with various projects that we've been asking for assistance with. You can expect that this administration and this city council will continue to seek additional funding for individual projects on an ongoing basis. We're headed in a very positive direction under the leadership of this city council.
Stay tuned for your next 2025 State of the City update coming soon. While Upland is known for enhanced community programs and exciting regional events, the City Council has renewed its focus on providing core services that elevate the quality of life in Upland.
As we move into some of the other priorities that our residents have repeatedly told me when I engage with them, infrastructure and public safety. Infrastructure and public safety, infrastructure and public safety. And we hear that loud and clear, and that's really where our focus is. We just recently completed the Arrow Highway project, which included new pavement, new storm drains, new sewer lines, new water lines. On the public safety side, I think one of the best accomplishments under the leadership of Police Chief Marcelo Blanco is the reduction in our 911 response time. When I first arrived here in 2021, our response time was about 8 minutes to get to a 911 call, and we're down to just under 6 minutes now, so we've shaved 2 minutes off.
Investing in community services, park improvements, and hosting vibrant community events not only makes Upland a great place to be, it strengthens our local economy, giving us greater momentum when funding essential infrastructure projects like road repairs and public safety initiatives. This past year, Upland has upgraded park amenities, ranging from modernized restrooms, an inclusive playground at Olivedale Park, and trash enclosures at Memorial Park. And coming soon to Citrus Park, a newly restored snack shack. Dog enthusiasts can visit our newly remodeled Baldy View Dog Park, rated one of the 9 coolest dog parks in Southern California by the LA Times. In downtown Upland, family-focused events are held year-round,
live.
All right, good evening and welcome back to the Upland City Council meeting for Monday, June 22nd, 2026 at Carnegie Hall, or the Carnegie Library. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. So, all right, move on now to our invocation with Reverend Keith Yamamoto, and that'll be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Captain Cliff Matthews. Would you please rise, remove your hats?
Let us pray. Loving God, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gifts of fatherhood in all its diverse forms. We give thanks for fathers, adoptive fathers, stepfathers, grandfathers, and fathers in spirit. Bless the fathers among us today and comfort those who miss their fathers. Strengthen all fathers who work to protect and nurture all children and families. Grant to us, their children, the strength and courage to show mercy, to advocate for the vulnerable, especially our LGBTQIA+ children, and to stand against hatred and violence. We ask your blessing upon Captain Matthews, upon his retirement, and keep safe the Swift for the Baker to Vegas runners, and bless all who care for and enjoy our parks. And bless the City Council and all who serve the public good, that together we may build your beloved community and uphold this compassionate and gracious city of Upland. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Please place your right hand over your heart and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you're wondering why I'm maneuvering my chair, I've got this metal box under me right now, so I have to, otherwise I'll go flying off my chair, which would be great fun for everybody else. All right, thank you, Reverend, and thank you, Cliff, for that. All right, presentations, Madam Clerk.
We're going to change up the order. So the first proclamation is declaring July as Parks Make Life Better Month, accepted by Recreation and Community Services.
That would be me. If you could come forward, Recreation Department, for your acknowledgement. All the reckies, and I believe your manager is here as well. If Mrs. Skoda wants to come forward.
I'm a little nervous.
Parks and Recreation play a vital role in strengthening our communities by providing space for play, exercise, creativity, and connection. These spaces support health, personal growth, and lifelong enjoyment for people of all ages. The City of Upland takes great pride in offering park and facilities that create meaningful recreation opportunities for our residents. Through the statewide Parks Make Life Better campaign, the Parks and Recreation Society highlights the many benefits that park programs and services bring to our daily lives. Here in Upland, we recognize how essential access to parks, trails, and open spaces is for the well-being, inspiration, and safety of our community. This year, the city is excited to be developing the city's first ever Parks and Open Space Master Plan. This master plan will help guide priorities for our parks, recreation facilities, programs, and events for years to come, and we want to hear from as many community members as possible.
Our next presentation is recognition of Upland Police Department Baker to Vegas team.
It's stuck. Perfect. The corner was fine. All right, so let's talk about Baker to Vegas. If we can have the folks that were part of Baker to Vegas to come up and join me. I don't want to be here all up in this Kool-Aid by myself. So,
You guys thirsty?
yes, right there is good. Just kind of stroll in. All right, so Baker to Vegas, I'm sure most of you have heard about it. It's one of the world's most prestigious and unique law enforcement relay races. Unfortunately, this last time around, there was a fatality in the race. It does periodically happen because of the heat out in the desert and so on and so forth. So it's not just a matter of getting folks to say, hey, we want to go run out in the middle of the desert. It does involve a bit of coaching and getting people dialed in. And we have an outstanding coach, if I can have him join me over here. You know who you are, so don't stand over there. He doesn't like to be in the forefront. This is one of those cool opportunities where you see leadership from the position that you're in, and Andy Garcia does a phenomenal job with our Baker to Vegas. So let me get into a little bit of history about the race. It's been held for the past 40 years. Law enforcement officers from around the globe battle it out every spring for a chance of winning the Baker to Vegas coveted mug. That's the prize. So literally, you can say some officers kill themselves for that mug. So starting in Baker, California, and ending in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's 120 miles of pavement covered with 20 stages and over 10,000 runners, guests, family members, and support staff in attendance. The Upland Police Department and the Montclair Police Department have partnered up for Baker to Vegas event 17 times, including the last 10 years in a row. While the event is known to build teamwork, camaraderie, the goal is to earn the coveted Baker to Vegas mug. For many years, the Upland Montclair team went out, ran, built camaraderie, and came home empty-handed. A few years ago, the team captain thought of a process change. And interestingly, it coincided with him taking over that team and saying, hey, we're tired of just going out there and coming back empty-handed. In 2023, the team missed earning the mug by 50 minutes. Missed earning a mug by 50 minutes at the highest rank in our team history. In 2024, the team completed the course in under 18 hours, which was the team's fastest time. As a result, we earned our first Baker to Vegas mug while achieving the best overall ranking at that time. You would have thought we got first place. We were 17th, or 14th, right? 14th, and we got a mug. I mean, you would have really thought we were in first place. But after all those years of trying to get a mug, it was really exciting to have one of those. In 2025, we came back and earned the second straight Baker to Vegas mug, even placing higher than the year before. In 2026, this last year, we had a historic race, completing the 120 miles in under 17 hours and placing third overall in our category, earning a spot on the stage at the awards ceremony. So that was the really cool thing, and it does take that strategy because, you know, you have the runners, you have the support team, but it's also up to the support team to make sure that the runners don't run ahead of themselves. It was pretty hot this last year, and encouraging people to stay on their pace, knowing what their pace is, slowing them down, sometimes forcing them to walk, because if we have to put in an alternate runner, we automatically take a 10-minute penalty for that, plus whatever time that person is a lot slower than the actual runner is. So, and that's actually what happened in this case. The team that was ahead of us didn't manage their team properly. They had to have an alternate. They got hit with a 10-minute penalty, and that put us in third place, which we were able to manage the team with Andy's help, of course. So again, continues to be a team effort. Andy has done, in my opinion, a tremendous job in putting us on the map and getting that coveted mug that we keep going back for. So we will continue to go this year and hopefully hit second place and try to keep improving. So that is ultimately the goal. Andy, you want to say a few words? Oh, all right. So here's a good portion of the Baker to Vegas team.
So, Chief, you got a picture, a mugshot of those guys? Okay, just check. We got a picture taken.
You might have come in third, but you're number one to us. Enjoy your root beer.
Yes, they did enjoy those mugs at the race with water initially. That's good right there.
All right.
So awesome opportunity out there. By the way, if you folks, when we go out Baker to Vegas, you want to join us as part of the support team, it's a lot of fun. Driving out in the middle of the desert, getting that desert heat. Could be, follow the team in the middle of the night. It is, once the race starts, it continues on through, does not stop. A few years they have stopped the race, but it's only because of medical circumstances. They run out of ambulances or helicopters, and that's not good. So, yes, for the most part, but keeps going. So you're always welcome to join us if you'd like. Okay. Great time out in the middle of the desert.
Yes. Reminds me of my days of being a youngster at the river.
Familiar with it.
Yeah.
So, but it does, ultimately does take some training. And I know Andy didn't want to share a whole lot of stuff, but that's part of his thing when he took over the team. It was, look, it's not just a bucket list item for cops, because cops do say, hey, I ran out there. It's about competing. As we get closer to the race, he starts tracking people's time. He's actually mapped out through the city the different legs of the race and the difficulty by saying, okay, if you run from 7th in Euclid to 24th in Euclid, and then you go this way and then go that way, it's going to be similar to the leg that you're running. So hopefully you can do that in about 8 minutes. Wow. And avoid traffic at the same time.
He's chasing them, right?
Nobody's chasing them. So.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Excellent. Good. Okay. Moving on now to number 3.
Our final proclamation is a proclamation recognizing Captain Cliff Matthews upon his retirement with 35 years of service to the city.
All right. So, talk a little about Cliff. Cliff, how you doing? Is this true you're really retiring, or is this just kind of a way to get a street sign?
Yes, you'll know next week, right?
Yes, we will. All right. Cliff's commitment to service began early, growing up in Claremont, graduating from Claremont High School, and earning the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout as a young man. His law enforcement career spans nearly 4 decades, beginning in 1988 with the University of California Riverside Police Department and continuing with the Upland Police Department starting in 1991. Cliff invested in his professional growth throughout his career, earning an associate degree, a Bachelor of Science degree in Public Administration with magna cum laude honors, and a Master of Science degree in Emergency Services Administration. As a detective, Cliff was a pioneer in technology-based investigations, creating Upland Police Department's high-tech crime unit and becoming one of the first computer forensic investigators in San Bernardino County. His leadership journey took him through every major rank in the department, serving as officer, detective, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, and even interim chief of police in 2017. Cliff's impact expanded far beyond policing, overseeing critical divisions including investigations, patrol operations, training, crime prevention, code enforcement, dispatch, records, and fiscal services. His excellence was recognized repeatedly, earning Officer of the Year, the Life Saving Award, the Excellent Award, multiple Officers of the Month honors, and a Community Service Award from the Chaffee Joint Union High School District. On June 30th, 2026, Cliff will retire. Pay close attention to this one. As the longest serving police officer in the 120-year history of the Upland Police Department. Leaving behind an extraordinary legacy of leadership, innovation, public service, and dedication to the Upland community. Supported throughout his career by his wife Cheryl and daughter Kylie, and obviously by his parents and his sister who are here tonight. So Cliff, I'm gonna come over.
I'm here on behalf of Congresswoman Judy Chu's office and the Congresswoman herself to say thank you so much for the time and effort you've put into protecting and serving our community. So thank you for your years of service.
Hi, I'm here on behalf of Senator Gomez Reyes.
I'm here today on behalf of Assemblymember Michelle Rodriguez.
And I'm here on behalf of Senator Sasha Renee Perez.
And we're here presenting you a resolution. Thank you so much for your service and everything you've done for the community.
Thank you so much.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Supervisor Kurt Hagman's office. This evening, we gather to celebrate the remarkable career of Captain Clifford Matthews, whose 35 years of dedicated service to the Upland Police Department is retiring. Your steadfast commitment, unwavering integrity, and relentless pursuit of justice have set a standard for us all. Over the decades, you have worn many hats: mentor, leader, protector, and friend. Your wisdom and compassion have shaped the lives of countless officers and citizens alike. As you begin this new chapter, know that your legacy will live on in the culture of service and excellence you leave behind. Thank you for all your years of sacrifice, courage, and leadership. Upland is a better and safer place because of you. On behalf of Supervisor Kurt Hagman and San Bernardino County, congratulations on a well-earned retirement. We wish you happiness, health, and many adventures ahead.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of San Bernardino County Supervisor Jesse Armendariz, we're here to recognize you today for all the hard work you've done for our community. We wish you nothing but the best on your retirement and wish you many more years of rest. So thank you so much for everything.
We're not done.
So we're not fully done with
I know. I was going to say, Chief, it's yours now.
giving him stuff. So I have his official retired badge. Well, let me say semi-official since he doesn't retire till next week. And not only that, but he still has to meet the requirements of HR 218 if he wants to carry the gun. So he has to qualify, by the way, between now and next week. So then he can get his ID card and that'll make it fully official. So Cliff, we're not going to take your other one because you're still fully employed, but there you go, your official retired badge. This one you don't have to pin on him, Cheryl. That'll be the wallet he gets to carry. So Cliff had a retirement event recently, and I shared most of the things of how I felt and how the department feels. It's obviously a monumental task to work for a city for 35 years. I mean, he has spent pretty much a majority of his adult life serving the residents of Upland. So that is amazing to reach the milestone. And as a police officer, to reach the milestone, still on your feet, still being able to, per se, walk away without a whole lot of nicks and dents and bumps and things like that is amazing. So it's I'm going to miss Cliff. We've developed a great relationship. We've worked together for 35 years in different facets of the police department, at times to get working literally together, and at other times in totally different places. I was a supervisor when Cliff was a lieutenant, and he was a great mentor and taught me a lot of the things that I know today and a lot of the stuff that I use. So it'll be truly missed as someone that I can confide in, someone that I can bounce ideas off of. And, am I heading in the wrong direction? Am I thinking the wrong thing? Or stuff like that, that sometimes, you can't go and talk to somebody else about. So that's going to create that void there as well, but I'm sure I'll find somebody to fill it in fairly quickly with a whole lot of responsibility. And they're standing in the back of the room, so they kind of know who they are. But then again, that's part of the police department, right? It's been here since 1906, and it's going to continue long after all of us have left. But it's people like Cliff, being that longest serving cop, that just, puts his dent in history, puts his name in the history of the Upland Police Department and the city of Upland. So, Cliff, it's been an honor. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all you've done for the community. But as we mentioned in your retirement, it's not just you. It's your wife, Cheryl, who's been there with you. As we said outside earlier, as we were talking, we've probably taken more than 1,000 phone calls in the middle of the night. And it's normally Cheryl, in case Michelle for me, who says, "Hey, your phone's ringing, wake up." So it's not just us that get awakened in the middle of the night. They get awakened too, and responding to those calls, trying to wake up, get that fog out of your brain and figure out what's going on out in the community that requires you to be called at that time. So thank you both. Kylie, you as well. I know you've given up a lot of time with Dad when Dad had to be at work. So hopefully, this will help make up for some of that time. Not really, but at least he's going to be there more often, nagging you now. So maybe you'll want to say, "Hey, you might want to go back to work." But at the end of the day, he's going to be there. Yes. So thank you as well. You are part of this family. You are part of what's made Cliff who he is. Because without that support, it'd be very difficult for him to get here. So thank you guys. Cliff?
I actually wasn't going to say all this, but I want to say just a few things to praise a few people publicly, things I've been saying here recently, but I'd like the audience to hear it. First of all, in 35, I was recently asked who the best city council I ever had was, and I think it's now. And I say this because we've had councils that were maybe more collegial and everybody got along. I mean, you all get along, but they just were 100% in lockstep, but they accomplished nothing. We had councils that did not get along and they accomplished nothing. And this council is always moving to make our city better. And as an employee and soon to be a CalPERS annuitant, I greatly appreciate that. And I would like to point out that I have no reason to kiss up. So this is all from the heart. The best city manager we've had, I've said this repeatedly of late, is Mike Blay. For all the same reasons, I'll be succinct, but the same reasons. And my financial future is incumbent upon the financial health of the city of Upland, and I sleep well at night because of Stephen Parker and his stewardship in giving you all the information you need and help us to be successful. And I have worked for 7 Upland police chiefs, 2 UCR police chiefs, and 2 interim Upland police chiefs, and that's the best one by far. So thank you all for all of that. And then I have one last and important thanks. My mother, my father, my sister, and of course, my wife and my daughter. It's been an honor. Thank you. And all of them. Thank you.
See you next week, Cliff. We're going to take a brief recess. Thank you.
We're live.
All right, welcome back from our recess as we bid our farewell to Captain Cliff Matthews as he rides off into the sunset. All right, City Attorney.
Yes, Mayor, the council went into closed session on the two items listed on the agenda. There is no formal reportable action.
All right, thank you. Madam Clerk, oral communications.
This is the time for any member of the public to comment on any item listed or not listed on the agenda. Anyone wishing to address the legislative body should submit a speaker card to the city clerk at or prior to speaking. Public comments and questions for the purpose of hearing current matters of concern in our community in an open venue is encouraged. However, under the provisions of the Brown Act, the City Council is prohibited from discussion of items not listed on the agenda, and therefore the communications will be taken under advisement for consideration and appropriate response or discussion at a later time. Speakers are requested to keep their comments to no more than 3 minutes. I have 3 speaker cards this evening. First is Robert Eberk, followed by Leo Diaz.
Yeah, I'll just hold it. You hear me? Okay, yes. All right, thank you. I want to thank the members of the City Council for all your hard work and for making the difficult decisions that help make our city thrive. So I want to come today just to share a concern I have. I talked to several people about it, and hopefully I can share with you. So the issue is I live in a HOA community, and the homes are pretty close to each other. And so we have an issue with secondhand cigarette smoke coming into our home. We, of course, spoke with our neighbors. Fortunately, that's been unsuccessful. And so today I just want to talk a little bit about why I think this is an issue and then what I think can be done about it. So if you go onto any major health organization website, including the CDC, the American Health, or American Lung Association, American Heart Association, they all say the same thing, that secondhand smoke is harmful and that no amount of secondhand smoke is or any amount of secondhand smoke is harmful. Of course, a longer exposure, is more likely to cause you problems later on. And so where we live, we've lived in the house for the last 2 years, and every day for hours, several hours every day, we've had to breathe in secondhand smoke. Even though we don't smoke, it comes from our neighbors. We've tried to get contractors out there to work on the vents, etc. None of that's worked. And so the second thing I want to say about it is that it also damages property too. California became the first state to pass a law where when you sell a home, you have to report if there's any third-hand smoke in your home. Of course, California is known to be overregulated, but I think that's warranted because any construction company will say that it does cause damage to homes, right? And so if you think about it, in the Constitution, the fundamental national rights are life and property, and both of these are being violated. So I think there's 3 things we can do about it. One, I'm going to, of course, do my due diligence. I'm going to try to work and get some organization in my neighborhood to try to deal it locally. Secondly, I think, if a lot of you weren't born back in the 90s, but in the 90s we had, that big anti-smoking campaign to really let people know the harms of smoking. I think we're due for another one. But the third thing is legislation, and I've spoken to several people about it, including one of the candidates for Los Angeles Sheriff, about legislation. And the way I imagine it is that, of course, people have the right to smoke, but if you smoke, just like if you do anything that involves hazardous materials, you're responsible for not allowing it to go into other people's property. So people should be allowed to smoke, but they should somehow be able to contain it so that it doesn't go into people's property. So then when I talked to that sheriff, nobody argued against the reasoning behind it or the validity of my argument, but they said that, it's almost impossible to police or to enforce. But I would say that shouldn't really stop you from passing legislation because for 2 reasons. One, again, I think it's warranted, it's important. But second of all, technology is developing, and this will be my last comment. So technology will develop like they did the Airbnb smoke detectors, and eventually we'll be able to detect where the smoke is coming and make it law enforcement a lot easier.
All right.
So thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Next is Leo Diaz, followed by Amanda Feiner.
I feel like a lounge singer. Hi, everybody. Hello again. Got a couple of good jokes. Well, no, just parts of jokes. I'll run them by you. Jeez. But first, I just want to tell y'all that my wife is going to speak about an incident that should have never occurred at the Merrill Center. It's a crisis stabilization unit. And basically what happened is my wife has the right to have an advocate in the room, as does anybody. This one clinician unilaterally tried to gaslight us, tried to tell us that policy says we can't, yada, 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 after Ms. Orthweiler already did previously. She'll explain it further. But then she tried to obfuscate her name. They're on the badge. She had it turned around. I asked for a card. She gave me a blank card. Thank God for Canvas on that one. Seriously. Anyway, two kids are playing. The first one says, "Hey man, don't shoot that bird." "Yeah, but it's just a toy." "Yeah, but now it's dead." "No, I just think it's plain dead." Okay, just stupid. They don't all work. All right. You've heard of yuppies? Now, we have guppies, grew up poor, G-U-P, or gurries, grew up rich, you know? Grr. No wonder Trump is mad all the time. He's a gurry. Grr. All right, these are just parts and parts and parts. Anyway, how you all doing? How about that weather we're having? Kidding. On a personal note, I don't know if you remember the news or have read about it. Thank you, LADA Hodgman. I think I don't know if he's been granted another 6 months on that money, but, you know, we need it and all that stuff. I want to call my sister to the carpet, you know. It goes with an old joke I have. You know, don't take this seriously. Between Inland Regional Center, the behavioral health, and the court system, me and my wife just want to get legal help, but we can't get legal help, it seems. So we're thinking about committing suicide, but that's why we need the legal help to find out which side to sue. Suicide. Okay, guys, I'll just defer my time. And boy, this is fun, you know? It's a hat, a brooch, a pterodactyl.
Next is Amanda Feiner.
Hello, my name is Amanda. I am learning to be an advocate for myself and others like me. On Friday, June 12th, 2026, my husband, Leo Diaz, took me to the Merrill Center in Fontana to get 1 month of meds for me. We arrived there at 10:30 a.m. This was our second time at the Merrill Center. And an African-American woman told me that the nurse would like to see me alone and for Leo to leave the room. Leo and I both told the woman that we both requested and asked for me to have an advocate in the room. When he requested and asked on my behalf, I backed him up. The woman denied my rights to have Leo in the room with me. She denied us services and we were gaslit. She gave us a business card without her name on the card, like Leo said, and her name was turned backwards with her name, and while her name wasn't showing, like Leo said. The woman and other people would refuse to answer our questions regarding the name of the woman. She did things unilaterally at the Merrill Center. A nice gentleman by the name of Alexis accommodated us by giving us the right to have an advocate in the room with me. He did my intake and evaluation while Leo was in the room with me. After the intake, I saw the nurse with Leo present in the room. I had to wait for hours to see the doctor for my prescription. I saw the doctor at 4 p.m. with Leo there with me. I got discharged and a doctor's note. I left the Merrill Center at 5 p.m. We were there for 7 hours straight. As a result, I had to miss work that day. Do I have more time?
45 seconds.
Okay. The first time that Leo and I went to the Merrill Center, a nice woman by the name of Tiffany Orweiler accommodated us by telling us that we have that right to have an advocate in the room. So she brought the nurse in to do my intake and gate and to get me my prescription. Done.
I don't have any additional speakers.
All right, we're going to pull items J, L, and P. We get a motion for items A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, M, N, O, Q, R, S, T, U, V. So moved. So moved by Councilmember.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Zuniga. Let's vote. It's an oral.
I'm sorry, who made the motion?
Motion was by Councilmember Garcia, second by Councilmember Zuniga.
Thank you.
Couldn't.
Councilmember Garcia?
Approve.
Mayor Pro Tem Most?
Approve.
Councilmember Zuniga?
Approve.
Councilmember Breitling?
Approve.
Mayor Velto?
Approve. All right, let's go to items letters. J, go ahead, James.
Thank you, Mayor. I pulled item J regarding the contract that the city uses for restroom cleaning of the public parks. I've had numerous issues where I've had to report the cleanliness of the restrooms not being satisfactory. And when I read the agenda and I looked at the scope of services and I read down the laundry list of things that they're supposed to do, I just have a problem with it. In fact, even today I submitted things to Public Works, things that they're supposed to be doing, but they're not doing. So I know that they originally had a 2-year contract, and they're asking for an extension. I think they had 3 1-year extensions at their request. So I just wanted to pull the item because I wanted to vote no on this item. So that's it.
May I ask a question? I'm just curious if staff wants to speak to the contract, and do we have accountability mechanism that we're using or could use going forward?
Good evening, Council. Thank you. Jessica Gordon, Deputy Director of Public Works. Yes, we have a couple things.
Is your mic on? See.
I don't know, is that better? I think it's on.
Is it on? It doesn't.
You gotta speak right into it.
Okay, better? I hear it now. Thank you so much. So we do have a couple mechanisms that we're looking at. One of the issues is that the janitorial contract locks up the restrooms every night when they complete the cleanings, and we were having the landscape contractor open them up every morning for the public. Staff, as you know, we've been incredibly short-staffed, and so we haven't always been as diligent. I will take full responsibility for that. But we are implementing a couple of things with the new contractor starting July 1. We're asking them to actually take some photos and check that as well so that they can help be our reporter, essentially to check the status. And we're actually having staff that are gonna start doing more regular rounds to verify and inspect the restrooms at the same time.
So if a no vote happens, what happens then? We have to go back out for bid? Well, I'm saying, let's say for instance, if it's a no. Let's say it doesn't know. Let's say it doesn't pass.
I would believe so, yes, because the current contract expires June 30th. And the annual amount is roughly 90,000. So that would force us into a formal bid.
Bidding problem. Right, so how many restrooms do they clean?
I apologize, I don't have.
I believe it's 13.
How many, James?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So 13, they do it every day?
Every day.
Saturdays and Sundays?
Holidays included, yes.
But they're there 5 minutes at the most. I've caught them there. I've seen them arrive and I've seen them leave less than 5 minutes. And I'm like, there's no way that they did everything on this list.
So what is the accountability penalty? So for instance, if James goes in there, he comes out, he films it, says, look, they walked in. Dame walks in and he says, I was there and they were out of there in 2 to 3 minutes. And I walked in and James takes pictures. What's going to be the accountability for that?
We do have a cost per line item, so when there are deficiencies related to specific items on that list, we do deduct that from the invoices.
Does that satisfy some of the concerns, James?
It just, if it was happened once or twice, I would understand, but it's a constant.
Right, well, we haven't had the staff to inspect.
Correct,
So
correct.
some of the accountability is going to, because we got to inspect. So have we inspected enough to say to this contractor, we got an accountability process in place. We go out for bid. You got, how many did you say, how many restrooms?
We have 13.
So if you divided that 13, take the 90, is a $95,000 contract approximately. Take 13, divide that, go into 95,000, we'll do 13 times 365 and divide that by 95,000. What's that number?
I think we pay about $17 to $18 per restroom.
Currently, it's $17.62 per restroom. If we approve this contract, it goes up to 18. It goes up to $18.15, and that's for Monday through Thursday services. The price is $25.66. The new price would be $25.66 Friday through Sunday.
So the 95,000, what I'm saying is, if you just break it down, it's per. I mean, they're going to charge.
They charge us per restroom.
Right, so it comes out to be what, $17, $18 per restroom?
Correct.
And so they're saying they're supposed to be 5 minutes minimum?
Well, I'm saying, I could read the list of things that they're supposed to be doing, which is the locking of the restrooms. The restroom cleaning includes, but is not limited to, removing all litter, debris, sweeping and washing floors, utilizing garden hose and water, scrubbing toilets, sink, urinal, and disinfecting cleaner, and refilling the toilet paper as needed. Stock supplies toilet paper the contractor would be responsible for, wipe down, sanitize, faucet, sink, et cetera. Just basic cleaning stuff. And I've repeatedly gone in there and in the morning and I've seen it and it's like it wasn't even done, or the restocking of the toilet paper was not done.
So we should be on staff, our own people, to make sure it's done, rather than if we say, let's say hypothetically it's a no, we're going to be in trouble. Because the end of this month, we're going to have nobody to clean. We're going to be taking employees, using our own employees to go in there and change. So now you've gone from $18 per to substantially higher.
Correct.
I want to make sure that if we're going to call out the contractor and they want a one-year contract, which I think it makes sense now that we know, we're making it clear to them by this council saying to staff that we're not happy with the service providing. So I want to give the staff an opportunity to convey that message to them and really share with them that potentially you're going to lose this contract. My concern is to go out and find another source. Believe me, that's going to do it for this. I'm president of a company that manages over 20,000 doors. You got to imagine the amount of restrooms we have and the amount of money we spend each year having the restrooms cleaned. And you're talking about an office building. So for $18, it's almost, I hate to tell you that, it's a bargain.
Right.
It's a bargain.
And I mean, this is within the contract currently. It was a 2-year contract. That's part's done. Now we're going to be using the first of the 3-year, 1-year extensions. We can do that. We can extend the contract. That's fine. But just putting it on there and with the provisions that do a better condition.
Because I think we should be supportive of this, because I really truly think that if it doesn't, we're not going to find somebody to come in because of the way the market is right now with the cost right now. So I hear what you're saying, James. I want to make sure that the staff understands that there is some disappointment in how this contractor's been doing it. We know this has been going on a couple of years. We knew that from others, but we want to make sure now that we have more, a better leadership over there, much more competent leadership than we've had in the past in Public Works, that we can really make sure that they're held accountable.
Mayor and Council, I just
say
wanted to.
something too. Go ahead, Carlos.
Just really quick to go back what you said about implementing things in place to oversee this. That's been the problem from day one, prior to you and everything else that's going on. What are those things that you are going to be putting in to hold these guys accountable?
Yeah, so one of the things very similar to our landscape contract. So in Public Works, we've had very large things that we've been trying to address, like the rates, landscape maintenance services, the tree trimming contracts, some reorganization. In this case, we discussed earlier about actually putting in a similar audited process in place that we have built in for the citywide landscape maintenance services. And so we have a meeting with this actual contractor next week to talk about some of these concerns and look at ways that we can improve that communication and the processes and procedures. So we plan to meet with them to talk about that. There's been some discussion even of how do we incorporate, whether that's in our Upland Connect app, about the satisfaction of the services of the restroom. Maybe there's a QR code in terms of how we apply that to parks. If there's a concern at something they want to report to a park, it automatically goes to the app and it goes to the portal. So we're looking at technology as a means to communicate with residents or folks that are unhappy, but also in our own internal procedures, looking at more quality control procedures and processes. There may be some things we talk to Parks and Rec staff and also have them, if they're at Magnolia, for example, to actually when they're opened up to take a look as part of that process and see if there's a checklist or anything else. So we're trying to do everything we can to leverage the limited staff that we have, comparatively speaking to other cities in Public Works.
Councilmember Mouse, Mayor Pro Tem.
Actually, let me just finish this real quick, Mayor, if you don't mind. So I like to see a list of what that's going to look like, because we can talk to them all day long, and we have before in the past, but I'd like to see what we're going to do as a city to hold them accountable completely.
I'm trying to understand how we hold them. It's because they're penalized.
Oh, no, it's because of overseeing. So if we're going by good faith hasn't worked for us.
They have a checklist. There is a checklist of items that they're supposed to do.
Okay.
So if they don't do those, then there is a penalty, correct?
Assuming you're checking the list, though.
Well, that's...
Yes, I think a deduct, but I do believe there's opportunities, with everything in Public Works, there's an inherent opportunity with that challenge. There's a lot of observations of the department where there's a lot of opportunities for improvement. This is one of those areas, certainly. I think the challenge is administratively, we've been encumbered with all of these other major sea changes, these shifts in trying to address community needs. Is the park restrooms one of them? Certainly it is, but at the same time, having that opportunity to have an extension to provide us more time. We've heard the council's concerns today, and we do plan on addressing those. We were already planning a meeting with the vendor as well to express those concerns, but we've heard those
I'd like
today.
to see Councilmember Brightling in attendance for that meeting. I would. Just so, as just coming from a council perspective, I think, James, would you be? Yeah, I think just be wise so they can, I know staff has but for hearing it from a council member who hears from their constituents, I think it'd be wise to do, just to let them know that level, we understand, but we're you accountable to us, we're accountable to the public. So if James is there speaking on behalf of our constituents, it may be a little more impact on them.
We want to make sure all of our contractors are accountable to the city, so absolutely.
Okay, Councilmember, Mayor Pro Tem, go ahead. Carlos, is that okay?
Do we have the ability to vote this in on a month-to-month basis while you take it out to RFP? Because if we kill it with a no, we have no one as of the end of this month. So is a contract at an at-will where if we were to give a yes, they're still in play, but you can send it out to RFP and get it back to us in a timely manner?
My recommendation would be that we have it approximately at least 6 months to a year. RFPs take approximately 3 months at a minimum in terms of putting them out, getting the responses, answering questions, if there's any walkthroughs, any other additional questions. So I would say at least we would need approximately 6 months to go back out in terms of the other projects we're working on as well, so.
So can they be approved then for a month-to-month basis, and is it an at-will contract? And if it really doesn't improve in a couple months, you can turn around and bring in another vendor?
Can I share with you why I think that may be risky? I would think that a vendor may just decide that if another job comes up that they're bidding, we can end up losing them because you're putting them on a month-to-month. I would think that if you gave them that year, we have check balances in place so that if we're noticing there's no change, then within 6 months, we could say at that time when they come back, give a report, then we could probably go out for a bid process, which then would be that 6 months, would be the end of the first year.
Mayor, if I can address, this council, we have to provide the contractor 7 days' notice and we can exit the contract. So I think that provision's already built in. Page 13 of the contract, item 3.4.
Even if we give them a 1 year, we can get 7 days, we're out.
Yep.
So that's,
We can terminate it.
But they can still go out to RFP if we go through that process right now?
We would have to. If we terminated this contract, we would have to go out to RFP.
what's the financial cost on an RFP approximately, with staff hours?
It would just be administrative time that would take away from other projects, CIP projects, et cetera. I mean, it is something we can certainly do. I think there is another risk we haven't talked about to a degree, and that is that if you go out for RFP and those proposals come back in higher, given that this started 3+ years ago, prior to a lot of the inflation, or just at that time, seeing numbers come in today could create a potential exposure to where those numbers come in and they rebid it, and then it comes in higher than your current proposal that you've locked in the current structure. So that is the risk that I do want to make sure the council is aware of as well. I think one of the biggest things, council, is we've heard loud and clear today, we plan to meet with the contractor. We've been very busy with some of the other major contracts. This is one that's on our radar. Councilmember Breitling and I have spoken about the performance of this contractor. We plan to address it in the future. Now, if they don't address it, certainly that's an opportunity to say, okay, we've spoken with you, we've documented, and you're still not improving. Well, then that's a different conversation.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Get a motion?
I'll move.
Get a second? Second by, we got a motion by Councilmember Zuni, got a second by Councilmember Garcia. Let's vote.
Councilmember Zuniga,
Vote to approve.
Mayor Pro Tem Most,
Approve.
Councilmember Garcia,
Approve.
Councilmember Breitling,
Approve.
Mayor Velto.
Approve. All right, let's move on. James, next one. Item L. What's
L, on page 362 of the agenda, there is under recitals, project, city desires to engage contractor to render such services for the solar panel cleaning services project as set forth in this agreement. I don't think that applies. I think that's incorrect. It might be a typo. Is it a typo? Okay. So we just wanted to address that. And on this one also, if possible, if we could add a release of liability form, so when work is performed on a wall that has been tagged on a private property or so, or such, we're not liable for any damage that's caused during the cleaning of the wall. That's it.
If I may, Councilman, really quick, just to confirm, after our conversation earlier today, I did find out that very recently the graffiti contractor has implemented their own liability waiver that they actually do get from the private property owner.
Oh, okay, great.
So that releases the city, I believe.
Fantastic. That was it, Mayor. I move to approve.
second?
Councilmember Breitling,
Approve.
Councilmember Zuniga,
Vote to approve.
Mayor Pro Tem Most,
Approve.
Councilmember Garcia,
Approve.
Mayor Velto.
Approve. All right, Carlos,
Councilmember Garcia, item P. Yeah, just really quick, I wanted to pull this item because I wanted to know more or less where the money's coming from for the electric vehicles, please.
Sorry, you're stuck with me for all the answers tonight, huh?
That's right.
The funding for the Chevy Equinox for PD is coming from AQMD funds fully. No general fund contribution.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's really good. Okay.
I will
All
move.
right. So moved by Councilmember Garcia, second by Councilmember Zuniga. Let's vote.
Councilmember Garcia,
Approve.
Mayor Pro Tem Most,
Approve.
Councilmember Zuniga,
Approve.
Councilmember Brightling,
Approve.
Mayor Volto.
Approve. Let's move on now to council committee reports. Any council committee reports? Not this, oh, we did have the IEUA meeting, and IEUA, we discussed, again, it was brought up about separate billing. So we are really pushing to get IEUA to bill separately for their fees. And so there's going to be a lot more push for that. And Omnitrans, there was nothing special at the Omnitrans meeting that needs to be reported on. All right, let's move on now to, yes, go ahead.
I have a question. Does Omnitrans have a process for the bus stops to have them enclosed? For example, the stop that we have at Campus and Foothill, it's just a bench, and it is, I've seen many times when I'm in that area, when it's either raining or when it's very hot, it is, people just sit there baking. And I've seen as I've driven through other cities, that they have some kind of structure over.
So here's what I'd encourage you to do, Councilmember. I'd encourage you to send an email to Erin
Rogers
there and ask her about that, because we have talked about, I don't know the enclosed ones. I think there's they do some marketing on them to get them paid for.
Right.
So I think if you reach out to Erin, and then I'll follow up with Erin.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that way you can explain it better.
Understood.
Okay?
Thank you, Mayor.
I always like to see that from the council members reach out to those. Anyone else?
I've noticed those structures on Holt in Montclair and Ontario, because that's kind of my route coming home from work. So, and there's a big sign that Omnitrans is installing those. So I'll catch a picture of that and send it to you, okay?
Yeah, we did speak to them about the one at, I think it was at Central, Mike? We spoke to her about something at Central one time, didn't we? Talk about a park, a bench there with something.
I was on Mountain and Arrow and Mountain.
So they're open to it, and we just be a little more vocal about it. Okay. All right. Let's move on to item 13A, Madam Clerk.
Consider approval of Sixth Amendment to the City Manager Employment Agreement, and that will be presented by our City Attorney, Thomas Rice.
Honorable Mayor, members of the council, the recommended item before you is the Sixth Amendment to the City Manager's contract. It's a pretty simple item. It proposes a 3% cost of living adjustment, similar to what council approved for mid-managers, executives, and other staff. It applies the same COLA to the city manager's base salary, increasing his salary by $8,792. It does nothing else to the contract. This constitutes a report required under the Brown Act on any action on the pay for a local agency executive. Okay. Just looking for a motion to approve.
I'll move.
I'll second.
So moved by Councilmember Garcia, second by Mayor Pro Tem. Let's vote.
Approve.
Councilmember Zuniga,
Approve.
Mayor Pro Tem Most,
Approve.
Councilmember Garcia,
Approve.
Mayor Velto.
Approve. All right, let's move on now to council communications. We're going to start this week with, well, let's start with James.
No comments.
Councilmember Zuniga.
Well, I will not be here during the 4th of July to join you all in the fireworks display and the gathering. I will be in Philadelphia for America 250. My youngest grandson wants to touch the Liberty Bell. I told him you can't touch it. So we're going to try to bring it back to Upland somehow, in the back of the truck. But I want to wish you all a happy 4th of July, and be safe, and enjoy time with your family.
Mayor Pro Tem. Councilmember Garcia.
Just briefly on the 4th of July, enjoy a safe 4th of July, but be mindful also if you're popping fireworks everywhere. Remember, we do have an ordinance that takes care of that.
Fact. And please be cautious. And we are going to find you. If you do fireworks illegally, we are going to find you. And please do not fire guns into the air. Any person with a half a brain knows that what goes up must come down. So please be smart and don't. This is our last fireworks spectacular as far as we're aware from now into the near future. So please enjoy this block party. It's going to be on from 13th Street, I believe, north to 16th. Is that correct? On Benson Avenue. So it's going to be exciting. The fireworks will still come out of the pit from Holiday. So again, please keep your furry friends indoors. And if you need to, talk to your veterinarian. They do have some types of medication to calm their nerves. And if you can get those, it'd be very helpful for you and your pets. Also, if you do see an animal running on the streets, please alert animal control right away. If you're able to, if it's a smaller dog and you can capture it and hold it and get some help, please do. All right? And with that, enjoy will be another meeting here before the end of the year. So, excuse me. So now we will close. Our next meeting will be, oh yeah, City Manager, Mike, go ahead. I forgot about you.
Oh, that's all right. I'm very forgettable. Just the first comment, we had a student leave a folder up here, so if you're still here and you left a blue folder sitting down, Carrie has it. Secondly, we unfortunately experienced some flooding at City Hall. We talk frequently about our aging infrastructure, and we are the victims of our own aging infrastructure. We had some flooding in the public areas, which will force us to be closed at least through tomorrow and perhaps further into the week as we remediate this flood damage and make it safe for everyone to enter. Staff will still be answering phone calls, emails. Plans will still be accepted via the portal, and so services will be provided, but City Hall itself will not be open. You can still pay your utility bills online or via the app, and look forward to reopening hopefully Wednesday, but it's probably going to be a couple more days.
All right, okay, thank you. With hearing that, we will now adjourn this meeting to the next regularly scheduled City Council meeting on Monday, July 13th. We are adjourned.
In the southwest portion of our city, District 3 is represented by Carlos A. Garcia.
There's a lot going on, but I'm going to break it down for you in our 4 districts. I'm in front of Bullwinkle's. This place is amazing. There's something for everyone.
We've done a really great job of modernizing the facility, making sure we have offerings for adults, teens, younger kids. We try to be a one-stop shop for entertainment here in Upland, and we're just really excited to be welcomed back into the community.
Chloe, tell me, what are some of the new things we're going to see?
We have a full bar that we've added in. We've also added Spark Bowling. We're one of the first in California to implement a new AR experience in bowling. We've also expanded our arcade to include VR-style games as well as your traditional skee ball, basketball-style games that we all know and love. Then we've included some ride pads inside so that we can kind of weatherproof our facility.
And the nice thing about it is it still has the miniature golf course, still has the go-karts, still has the bumper boats, still has the batting cages, and now we have this new one, Dark Ride. Tell me about Dark Ride.
It is a virtual reality ride. It's a 3D experience. It's a lot of fun for all ages.
And we also have laser tag. Right over here, laser tag, Chloe, is what's going to make Bullwinkle successful. Because working with people like you, this is what makes Upland great. And I want to thank you, Chloe. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. It's been such an honor.
District 1 is the northwest area, represented by Councilmember and Mayor Pro Tem Shannon Most.
We've got so many more places that you can go and enjoy in our city, in Northwest Upland, Sycamore Hills, and soon we're going to have a really, really nice park up there that we're working on.
Our northeast corner of the city, District 2, is represented by James Breitling.
Let's go over to northeast Upland. where we have the colonies at the crossroads. Last year, 10 million visits. And that's really important because we get people coming from all the cities around to come to that center. We've got another place called Eden and Clay opening up at 15th and Campus. Just off of 16th by the golf course, we have Wine Me Up. Great place to go in, have some good wine.
District 4, with downtown Upland in the southeast, is represented by Rudy Zuniga.
Hey, I'm up here at the north end of downtown Upland, just right at the corner of C and 2nd Avenue. The special events we have, it's an economic boost for us in our downtown for the businesses. I'm out in front of King's Brewery and Crazy Gringo Barbecue, and it's one of the latest additions to our downtown. So we decided to come in and chat with Jeremiah, the owner and the founder of King's Brewery. But we'll find out what his ambitions are for the downtown.
I've always wanted to be in a downtown. It was my dream from the very beginning of ever starting a business. And I can see the potential and the growth that is basically afoot, that is taking place.
So Gary, you come from a distance to come here.
From Fontana, California, over.
And why do you come here?
Food, the drinks, I mean, the hospitality here, everybody treats you good. Everybody's kind and courteous. It goes a long way.
I'm at another destination in Upland. And I gotta tell you, this is one of those destinations that it's almost become an icon of a place in this area. Laura, tell us what made you want to be back in Upland.
I see things moving and growing and it up and coming and a good place to be. But I wanted to get in at the start and grow with the city. And the city's been wonderful to work with. The customers have been amazing that we've had. I think it was a wonderful decision, a smart move.
Well, I think Laura sees things ahead of time. And if anybody in Upland has not been to 42nd Street Bagel, you're missing it. My wife is a pizza bagel nut. So, and I'm the guy who wants to buy more than necessary. Now I can come in here and buy exactly what my wife needs, exactly what I want, and a few extras.
I think on your way to work, you should pick up a bag of bagels, bring it to work with you, and be the most liked person in your office.
And who doesn't like bagels? Hey, thank you, Laura, for joining us again in Upland. Upland's now the destination for 42nd Street Bagel. Hey, I'm down here at RJ Reunion. Tell us what the inspiration was and tell us why you chose this location.
So I chose this location because it's in a good area. The downtown area also does a lot of events and things like that, which is important because ultimately it's going to give exposure to other businesses that are here. I started the business to kind of be inclusive to everyone. It's cool to like have somebody come in and have $5, $50, or $100 to spend, and they can come in here and find something and, you know, feel included.
I would encourage you to come down and visit Adam here at RJ Reunion, because I think you're not only going to find what you're looking for, when you walk through the door, he makes you feel like you're welcome. Pretty awesome. Thanks, Adam.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming.
When you drive around the city of Upland, there is so much going on. You're seeing infrastructure improvements. You see our police out there on the streets daily. As a visitor, you feel safe. Hey, I'm here at Upland Police Department getting ready for the ride along with Officer Albert Sosa. This is going to be awesome. We're going to see all kinds of stuff in our city. We're going to see if there's anybody out there who needs our help. We're going to talk about all the cool stuff that we have, all the advanced technology. And the reason why we do this is we want to bring it to you, to show you what the Upland Police Department is doing to protect you, the residents, you, the business owners, you, the visitors. See you in a little while. Anything new technology in here?
These new cameras are pretty cool. So when we're driving with Go Code 3, they'll automatically turn on, which is pretty cool. And then every time the back door opens, there's a latch on it. So it activates the camera on the back. I love having the camera on at all times because it's only going to show that I'm doing my job correctly the way it's supposed to be done. So
right, that's the good thing about
it. The vehicles that we have too, they're great.
You guys have these new radios.
Yep.
Tell me what you think about them.
I like that they're super light. They're not as heavy as the old Boston's we used to have.
Right.
The good thing about them, they have a screen now. So instead of flipping through stuff, we can use it as a touch screen.
Do you guys have it where they can track you in your radio?
Yeah, dispatch can track us with our radio.
So let's say, for instance, you go into some building or something, or you got on a big piece of property like this.
Yeah.
Can they pinpoint where you're at?
They can use that, and they can also use our body cams.
And the drone.
And the drone.
The drone's right over your head.
So that's actually super cool.
You guys still get a lot of calls for service stuff, good?
A lot of calls for service, yeah.
What would help you is up here, the drones?
The drones help a ton. Sometimes we'll respond to calls. The drone's already up in the air. By the time we get here, they can see the subjects exiting the stores and give us an alert of where to push them.
Where do they launch the drones from? Station? So they can go all the way here.
All the way here.
Wow.
Yeah, in a matter of like seconds. That's pretty cool.
I hear this from other cities. What are you guys doing in Upland? What do you mean? They go, we noticed that a lot of people avoid driving through Upland. And I think that was something we said. We don't want the criminals to want to come to Upland.
Right.
We want them to avoid coming through our city.
That's correct.
And as soon as they come in and we know who they are, what happens?
We take care of it.
Take care of it. And that's why Upland, and working with the police department, working with Public Works, working with all of our city employees, and in the leadership of Chief Marcelo Blanco, City Manager Michael Blay, Development Services Director Bob Dahlquist, our Finance Director Stephen Parker, and our Public Works Director Damian Arula. Hey Albert, thank you.
Of course. You got
Really
it.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah.
I just passed through the Veterans Plaza, and it reminded me of the collaboration it took to achieve that goal of building that plaza. Upland's progress is a testament to what we can achieve when residents, businesses, and leaders work together towards a common vision. From new homes and thriving small businesses to safer streets and celebrated infrastructure, our city is moving forward with purpose. I want to recognize my council. Councilmember Carlos Garcia from District 3. Councilmember Rudy Zuniga, District 4. Councilmember James Breitling in District 2. And our Mayor Pro Tem, Shannon Mouse from District 1. We've been collaborating for many years to find ways to get things done in Upland. Thank you for being part of this journey. I'm proud to report from the field that the future of Upland is bright, grounded in tradition, energized by innovation, and built on community spirit. I want to thank Ralph Cavallo. I want to thank Ralph many times over for all he's done in our community. Ralph's footprint is everywhere in the city, and it goes to prove that working together, we can make Upland a better place to call home.
Californians produce a huge amount of food waste, roughly 1 pound of food waste per person per day. But food waste isn't truly waste, it's a valuable resource. Upland residents have been doing a great job recycling their plastics, aluminum, and glass in the blue cart, as well as yard waste in the green cart. Now, Upland residents, you can help by simply keeping your food waste out of your black bin and placing it in your green bin. Why is collecting food waste important? Implementing the statewide plan will reduce methane gas, which is a super pollutant with significant global warming impacts. Food waste and green waste that end up in landfills emit 20% of the state's methane gas. What exactly is organic waste? Organic waste includes yard waste and food waste. Consider the food scraps on your plate or the items discarded after food preparation. These are forms of organic waste referred to specifically as food waste. Cooked meat, vegetables, bread, fruit, bones from fish and meat, fruit and vegetable trimmings, eggshells, tea bags, coffee grounds, leftover food, and yes, pizza too. These are all examples of food waste. How do you properly recycle your food waste? Use a clear or white plastic bag, but not black, to place your food waste into the green cart for collection. Don't use paper bags, as these tend to tear. Please drain food waste of as much liquid as possible before placing it into the bag. Food waste that should not be included are raw meats and ice cream. When ready to discard, tie or seal the bag and place it in your green cart along with the yard waste for collection by Burtec. Every bit of organic waste we can keep out of our landfills helps reduce harmful methane gas from being released into our environment. As a reminder, here's what goes in each of your collection barrels. In the blue container, place non-organic recyclables such as aluminum, glass, plastics, paper products, and cardboard. In the green container, place your yard waste like grass, weeds, leaves, branches, and plants, as well as your separately bagged food waste. And don't forget, place your pet waste into the black container, not the green, along with your other non-recyclable and non-organic materials. Remember, household hazardous waste such as batteries, light bulbs, paint, chemicals, sharps, electronic waste, and other such materials do not belong in residential collection containers. Bring these items to the Upland Household Hazardous Waste Collection Facility on Saturdays to be disposed of properly. Organic material is taken to Burtec's West Valley Material Recovery Facility in Fontana for additional sorting, processing, and converting into renewable organic products such as compost, mulch, or natural gas through an anaerobic system. Compost and mulch are available to Upland residents for pickup at the city yard on Saturdays. For more information on the Upland Food Waste Recycling Program, please check out the city's website. Thank you in advance for doing your part to make the Upland Food Waste Recycling Program a success.